Welcome back. You're listening to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole.
I'm Eric Stromer.
And we're talking about ways to enjoy your home, the space you call home, and improve your home and improve your life. And now that we're thinking about hanging out, summertime and all, getting warmer, and if you are enjoying a pool, what about all those supplies? I mean, with your kids, there's all these floaties and toys and things, and I mean, there reaches a point where it isn't attractive.
It's overwhelming. And here's the problem. Hazel grabs the noodles and shreds them, runs around the yard and like shreds them. So I have little pink and
Little
green and
nuggets.
blue styrofoam pieces all over the place.
You have noodle nuggets.
And that's noodle nuggets. And that's because there's not an effective place to store the stuff.
Them.
And then the kids leave them in the pool. They don't take it out. Hazel can reach her head and pull it out of the pool. So that's when I got into the idea of how am I going to kind of get these things sequestered, get them out of the world so that the dog doesn't take over and make it a living nightmare. So I'll tell you what I did.
Well, but the dog does not jump in the pool, though, does she?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All the time. Oh, yeah. She's part Labrador. She loves the water.
Well, then you know what you need for her. She needs her own floaty.
She needs a Speedo.
Have you seen some of these cute dog floaties?
No.
They have some really cute ones that are nail-proof, so that the dog's nails don't claw it and
That's
tear
a great idea.
But, I mean, you've seen the different websites like Front Gate and some of these
Sure.
others. But it's kind of a high-end floaty, so there you are with your little, cup holder for your beverage and the dog's right there. It's like a little lounger. Anyway,
That's
so
great.
I think you need one more thing now to
Yeah,
store.
another one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what's your idea?
No, but so what we came up with is we have this little storage box off
Like
to
a
the
shed
side,
or
like
something?
a little. No, it's more like a trunk, if you will.
Oh, really?
It's made out of PVC plastic, and it doesn't look too bad. It's white, and it looks like it has the same look as the fence does that's around the pool.
Is this
equipment.
something that you made?
No, it's something that I bought, and it was about roughly $80. And, it's big enough to fit the noodles. It's the right length. You can put the rafts in there when they're deflated, and everything that's always floating on the top of the pool or off to the side can go in there, and it just makes it look way more organized, because that's the thing I hate. I come out, the kids have left everything. It's all shredded. There's life preservers everywhere. And then the sprinklers go off, and it's a mud. I mean, it's a nightmare. So you have to have some sort of containable area where...
It's like any toys and all the supplies.
Yeah.
You have to kind of, like you say, put it away.
It's like a toy box for the pool area.
A pool toy box.
Yeah. And who can ever find diving masks and flippers when you need them if they're not in some central storage area? So this was really a great solution.
And
for
how
us.
big is this? It doesn't sound like it's big enough.
Probably about 5 feet wide and 2.5 feet deep. Like it almost looks like a kind of a trunk that would go
Like a
at
bench.
the foot of your bed. And you can sit on it all. So the kids jump off it into the water. I mean, it's become pretty much everything.
And it's made out of what again?
It's like PVC. It's
PVC,
plastic.
yeah.
So it's waterproof, and
Nice.
rain can get on it. And then of course sometimes the kids sit on it when another kid's in it and say, "Hey, where's Odin?"
Oh, geez.
And he's in the box. It becomes a whole David Copperfield thing.
It's a little magic trick.
You know.
So we should think about, well, what if you don't have an area to put a big storage bin? You might need to, Rubbermaid, I guess, even sells some of these kinds. Of any deck patio storage solution, container store, you name it, right?
Yeah, you bet. You just want to make sure they're big enough to really do the job. If it's not big enough to put the long noodles or the rafts or all that other stuff, then you're not going to use it. So you want to make sure that it's got the length or the height that you need.
Mm-hmm.
And I like, it doesn't look as good, but plastic obviously you're never going to have to deal with it again. If it's wood, you got to paint it and recoat it and stuff. It just, again, depends on the architecture of your house.
So that covers our floaties, our inflatable rafts, our scuba masks and toys and so forth. But what about for the adults, where we have not only our floaties, but you might also have extra towels, some things to kind of extra cushions to accommodate company.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. It'd be nice to hang, like hooks are a great idea. Which I don't have a place for them.
Or a cabana. How about a pool cabana?
How about a cabana boy?
I want him.
He's there. Bring me a tuna sandwich, cabana boy, and a margarita.
Yeah.
Right. You could get one. Also, what about pool equipment? Like your skimmer and your, all your chemicals that you use to test the water and all that stuff. You got to have some place for them. But I do like that cabana idea, or the idea of having, that beautiful built-in sort of pergola, with the sunshade fabric. And then have you seen those great outdoor beds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's my dream. That's what I'm going to build next to my house. One of those little areas where you can have a day bed, and wear one of those muumuus, like Emperor Nero, eating grapes and just going, get out of the pool. I said, get out.
Oh,
quit holding your brother under. I need one of those places.
Okay. I guess you could just get an outdoor shed. I guess a shed, or when you go to the big box stores and you look at some of the garage shed extensions,
sure.
One of those, if you can find one that looks pretty enough to work by your pool or by your patio area.
And there can be amazing things with large, tall potted plants that are tall enough to kind of obscure them. And, because most of these things aren't the most attractive things in the world, but if they're obscured, they're fine. Put some plants around them.
Mm-hmm.
No
kind of soften up the edges a little bit.
That's right.
Uh-huh. And maybe make it something that's almost decorative. And first pick a color that's going to work and be kind of natural with your setting, wouldn't you say? Is yours white, you said?
It is white.
Uh-huh.
And I'm lucky because the fence is white.
Mm-hmm.
If it were anything else, it would look kind of out of place. So this ended up being okay design-wise.
So if you had to decorate it, quote-unquote, your shed, I guess you could paint it.
Yeah.
You could paint it to match and complement the exterior of your home.
You could actually. That's what I did.
Like a tan color,
exactly. I
did black,
that,
or
right. I did that with the storage shed that we have. I made it a miniature version of our house, and it actually looks pretty cute.
See, and then you get a cute little dog house that matches that.
Hello there. Hello. That's a great idea.
Now you have a little matching set. Why not?
That's matchy. Yeah, I like it. And also, there's never enough towels. Do you find that? I probably go through 40 towels when the kids are all having their friends swim. So it's nice to have a spare area where you can at least put them where they're dry and they're going to stay dry, whether it be a shelving system or like we're talking about a little shed. Mm-hmm. It's always nice to have that.
We always take magazines out to the pool. That's something that we like to do when we're sitting on the pool deck or, floating around in the water. And we got to find a way to store our magazines because they're going to get wet. You don't want them to get wet while you're looking at them in the pool or by the pool, but then you don't want them to be sitting there collecting dust. Some kind of a cute, attractive way to keep them organized. And they aren't like the wind's going to kick up and then they go blowing off onto the deck or into the pool itself.
Oh, I know. What do you do? What's your secret?
I don't know. I got to come up with something. I'm thinking of some kind of, I've tried baskets before, but that isn't a solution. It almost needs to have a lid of some kind. It almost needs to be a miniature shed.
A little version of this thing.
A magazine shed.
Yeah.
I think almost like a bread basket, a bread box where it has some kind of a lid to keep it protected from the elements.
You could always go garbage bag.
No, I don't think
so. It's not going to look so good, is it?
It's not going to work.
No.
And I need something to keep the tennis balls because our dogs like to chase the tennis balls. They don't go in the pool.
They don't go ever?
Ours don't go in.
Oh.
Our sheepdogs don't go in. They just go to the edge and they wait for the ball to come to the edge.
Oh, no.
They're not big swimmers.
Yeah.
So we need something.
So Hazel goes in. She gets her ears wet, and then she gets the little ear infection thing. That's the downside. Bad. So we try to keep her head above water. But she's amazing. She'll jump right in. It's incredible what she does.
And she can swim pretty well.
Yeah.
Does she go underwater?
She can.
Really?
It's in her blood.
Wow.
Yeah. In another life, I think she was like a fancy hunting animal, but now she's just our pet. Yeah,
cool.
We love her.
I'm thinking of other things we need to store by the pool, by the way. Because what about your outdoor lights that are not your landscape lights, but we add some additional plant lights. I got some of those globes that we love, those outdoor globes, a string of globes, okay? And so I have this ficus tree that we have on our pool deck, and we wrapped the globes around the ficus tree, and so it'll stay on the tree for the summer, but then we need to put it somewhere, so it isn't collecting dust. I don't think I want to have it up here.
No.
I guess
what about a little mini refrigerator?
To store the lights in?
No, I'm talking about. I'm moving on to another because I don't have an answer for you about that.
Now we're on. You're looking at beer. Is what
I'm
you're
looking
thinking
for beer.
Okay.
How do we do that? Do you have a refrigerator outside? Don't you?
Well, not really. Well, okay, I'll tell the truth. We have we have an outdoor refrigerator, but it isn't a cute bar refrigerator.
No.
It's our spare refrigerator.
Well, I have that too.
But that's not a. We need a cute little bar refrigerator.
You're talking a fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a mini one. They don't have to be fancy. But that would be kind of cute to store your beverages by the
There's no
by the
question,
pool, by
because
the deck.
who wants to walk all the way inside and get a
Well,
beer?
you can always do the galvanized tin. I mean, the galvanized tin is a great way just to load it up with ice, and we've talked about using that in as like a faux outdoor sink
Sure,
too, right?
yeah. You know what else I love by the pool is a shower. And you can rig those showers outside, with just a hose and like a nice wood mat underneath and a place to put soap and stuff.
So no need for plumbing.
No, you can do it without it. They sell these kits where they literally run hoses right up to a shower head, and then you just turn it on with the plumbing that's provided, and it just hooks in your garden hose bib. It's great.
Neat.
Yeah.
They also have that for the outdoor sink that we were talking about.
That's right.
It's the same idea where you hook it up. It has a little rubber tub with a little plug in the bottom, and it catches whatever you're washing and hook it up to your hose.
And if you're someone that, like my wife has the fancy hair color, you can't have the chlorine in there all the time. You got to rinse it out immediately. So it's a nice thing to have right by the side of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The goddess color. It's
the color of the color of green goddess. Hey, have we talked about my bathing suit fashion for the summer?
No, we're going to hold that for the next time. When we come back, we're going to talk about, I guess your bathing suit fashion, but also some summer container gardening ideas and foolproof plants that are going to work, and some neat little design concepts. So,
have you ever seen a Speedo and suspenders?
We're going to hold that. No, we haven't.
Boy, I'll send you pictures.
Okay.
It's
Home
awful,
Wizards, Eric Stromer, and Cindy Dole. We're back after this.